10th anniversary of the 9/11 attacks has been marked with ceremonies across the world.
In observing our first moment of silence.
Presidents present and past joined the Mayor of New York in marking the first moment of silence at Ground Zero at 1:46 UK time, the exact moment the first plane struck the World Trade Center a decade ago. At the Ground Zero commemoration, President Obama read from the 46th Psalm.
God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Therefore, we will not fear, even though the earth be removed, and though the mountains be carried into the midst of the sea. Though its waters roar and be troubled, though the mountains shake with its swelling. There is a river whose streams shall make glad the city of God.
That was followed by relatives of those killed taking it in turns to read out the names of all those killed in the attacks.
And my dad, Michael Batch.
And my sister, Melissa Yvette White. We love you, we miss you, and we'll never forget you.
George W. Bush, who was president at the time of the attacks 10 years ago, read from a letter Abraham Lincoln wrote to a mother whose 5 sons had died in the American Civil War.
I feel how weak and fruitless must be any words of mine which should attempt to beguile you from the grief of a loss so overwhelming. But I cannot refrain from tendering to you the consolation that may be found in the thanks of the Republic they died to save. I pray that our Heavenly Father may assuage the anguish of your bereavement and leave you only the cherished memory of the loved and lost, and the solemn pride that must be yours to have laid so costly a sacrifice upon the altar of freedom.
At the Pentagon in Washington, Vice President Joe Biden joined senior members of the military to mark the moment American Airlines Flight 77 crashed into the building. All 64 people on board died, along with 125 in the offices housing the U.S. Defense Department.
I know what it's like to receive that call out of the blue. That the dearest thing in your life is gone. I know these memorials, and you've been through many, are bittersweet moments for you. Because as you sit here right now, unlike a month ago, everything's come back in stark relief. It's not a thought. It's precise. You remember that god-awful empty feeling. You remember being sucked into your own chest and that feeling of hollowness.